This is Carl from National RV Detroit. I'm inside your Clipper. This is a 2016 Clipper Sport 108 ST. Okay, just going to show you around the inside a little bit. Obviously, to put the ends up, you see this pole hooks right into here, and that's all there is to it. You're just going to clip it on up there, right? And then you're going to push it up like so. Very self-explanatory, and you just hook it up right there. Okay. Now the bed, or I mean the table, can fold down to a bed. You set it on the table on these cleats here on each side. Then you use the back cushions to fill in the space, and you can turn that into a bed. This one here, opposite here, pulls out. Let me get a good grip on it here, like so. And then you're just going to bring the cushions around, like so, put them into place. And you've got another bed. Okay, let me put this back up so we can move through it here. Just remember when you fold this up, the bed rails run through these rails right here. So you have to always remember that everything has to be below those rails, or else it'll get snagged up on it when you slide the bed ends in. Okay. Alright, so if you notice there's no power, the reason that is the sink is still in the down position here. So these switches here are kill switches that kill the power to the inside, so nothing can be lit up or running while you're pulling it down the road. So all I'm going to do here is grab it here and flip it up, and this will depress the kill switches, and you can see the lights came on. So now you have power. You can't get power in here unless you put the sink into that position. Okay, just so you know, the range top, you just light it with a lighter. Get this right here. Excuse me. Just going to turn them on and light it with a lighter. This is your furnace here. Okay. The furnace has a thermostat, of course. The thermostat is right down here. Right. So you're going to click this to the right to turn it on. So you probably heard it come on. To shut it off, you put it back to the left until it clicks like that. As soon as you do that, the power will go out, but it will still, I shouldn't say the power, the fan goes out, or let me back up here. The flame goes out, but the fan will still cycle through for another minute or so to purge it and cool it down, alright? So once you shut it off, the flame goes out, but it'll still run for a little bit. That's normal. Okay? So I'm going to flip the table out of the way here so you can see the power converter. Okay? Underneath the bunk here is this device here. This is a power converter. Okay, so you just open it right here. Basically, let me get down so I can get a better view for you. This converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC. So you got 110 AC on this side, regular household circuit breakers, and they're labeled. Then it converts the power down to 12 volt DC over here, and it's got automotive fuses, and they're labeled. If any of these fuses blow, they generally light up. This one would light up for sure. But they're not going to blow unless there's something wrong with the appliance, so you don't really have to worry about it. Also, this is a battery charger, so as long as you're plugged in, it's going to be sending 12 volts up to your battery to keep your battery charged. Okay. This is next to it is a GFCI plug. All the plugs in this trailer are wired through this one. So if you're using a coffee pot outside, for example, and it pops, you're going to reset it right under here, right on next to the power converter. Okay, and then of course there's your thermostat. But they're all wired through that, just so you know. All right, let me get up here. Your refrigerator is down here. The controls for it are on the outside. I'm going to show you that in 1 minute. This is just coax Thru from the outside. You can use it for an antenna, for a TV, for example, or you could run campground cable through it and set a TV here or wherever you want to set it and run a line to that. All right. The water heater runs on gas and it lights here. So all you're going to do is light it right there. Okay. Now, if it you always want to remember that you have to have water in the water heater tank before you turn on the gas, or else you'll damage it. So always make sure your tank is full. This is your water pump. You've got an onboard water pump. This is in case you don't have city water. This also has a water tank on it. So if you don't have regular pressurized city water, you'll fill up the tank, and then you use this pump the pump that this switch operates to pump the water in the trailer. Keep in mind that you have to winterize the trailer in the winter time, so you have to pump antifreeze through the system. You use that by using the water pump. You'll have to educate yourself a bit on it if you don't know. And there are bypass valves on the back of the water heater, so you have to actually bypass the water heater because you can't get antifreeze into it because it'll leave a really foul taste. So you have to make sure that you bypass the water heater using the valves in the back before you pump antifreeze into it. It'll leave a foul taste and a bad smell if you don't. Okay, boy, it's about 100 degrees in here anyway. I'm starting to get slap happy here. So let's see what else we have here. You have a 3-speed fan here. It does have the vent cover has a kill switch on it, so you have to put the vent cover up and then turn it on. Okay. The door slides on these rails here. Very simple. You just pick it up, and then you're going to slide it backwards all the way, and then you're just going to snap it. See, there's snaps on the door here and on the other side. These snaps here, of course, you snap them here and there, and those are for the top ones. It just hangs there before you put it away. Very basic. Also, there's going to be a, let's see here, let me look around before I say anything. Let's see what else we have. I think we're all set there. Okay. Yep, good. So you have storage here and there. There's a smoke detector here. It's obviously important. I'll make sure the batteries are in it and it's in good shape. Okay. Let's go outside now. Now you can go to the company website, and they have set up videos also. So if you go online, you'll be able to find all the information you need for this. It comes with a 20-pound LP tank, which is filled, deep cycle marine battery, which is new. This is your water heater right now. This is where it drains right here, and you can see this is the plug. It has an anode rod on it, a sacrificial rod. Wait a minute, you can see it there. All right, so it is empty right now. These are the refrigerator controls. So this is a 3-way refrigerator. It'll run on 110 AC, 12 volt DC, or LP gas. So you just look here. This switch here is 110 AC. So when you're plugged into regular power, you're just going to flip it on like that. All right. If you're pulling it down the road, you can turn it on 12 volt. You can also run it on gas. To do that, I'll show you how it lights. You're going to go to high. You're going to depress it here and spark it there. It'll take a little while for the gas to work its way up there, so you have to turn it on and off a few times and spark it, but it will light. Okay, and then you turn it off that way. So that's how you turn on your refrigerator. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to plug in your trailer at the campground and go like that. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's an outside shower for kids and dogs and feet. This is your city water hookup here I told you about. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to hook your garden hose or your water hose up to here, and you're going to turn it on and your trailer's ready to go. Now, if you don't have plumbing on the campsite, like at some of the older state parks, they have a fill station, so you can fill this here, and then you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. So even if you don't have plumbing on the campsite that you're using, you can still get water. You got a 25-foot 30-amp cord, stabilizers on each corner. That takes a crank or 3/4 inch socket. All right. Storage. You have an awning The poles are contained in the awning. All right. And of course your travel door turns into a step. It's originally you would see that on Coleman models, but these Clippers have it too. It's a nice feature. So, okay. All right. So I think that pretty much covers it. Because of the virus, we have to do these videos. So you can talk to us about it when you get here. Somebody's gonna help you through it. This is just some added information for you, so you have a record of it and you can refer back to it. So, okay, well, thanks for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit, and goodbye.